celebrating the world's most popular sport. This is Ultimate Soccer. And now your host, here's Soccer Steve.
Happy New Year, guys. Now we're going to do a survey on shirts, apparel from Canada Soccer Store, other soccer stores worldwide online. I'm going to show you some defects, I'm going to show you things to look out for, and we're also going to put a few of your points across in this video. So if you've got any more points after this, Steve at theultimatesoccershow.com, bring it here. Okay guys, Happy New Year. Okay guys, with that said, let's take a look at some of the issues from some of the soccer fans east to west in the country, and there's a lot of them. I've only taken a few topics and a few statements from soccer fans online, but here's a few. At the end of this, I'm going to show you some soccer apparel from a soccer shop online, and we're going to be looking at the pricing and the detailed work itself. Is it substandard gear? Well, you're going to have to find that out at the end of this little show. But it's all about soccer fans not being happy, firstly here in Canada with Canada Soccer Store, who are sending out substandard merchandise and can't even really get all the orders fulfilled. So many people have had their orders cancelled. How are you going to make money, Canada Soccer Store, if you can't fulfill the orders and if you are absolutely sending out substandard apparel, substandard shirts, shorts, socks, trainers, tracksuits, hoodies, you name it. A lot of the stuff so far, like I say, guys are massively disappointed. Logo's crooked. They're returning the shirts. Guys are even saying that, you know what, your pricing, your price point, and I say the price point is terrible. How can they literally have the pricing for the Canada soccer shirts that they have when you can go online and you can get club shirts from PSG, AC Milan, Arsenal, to name just a few. You can get those shirts for way under $100. You can also get other shirts for just over $100. But in essence, the shirts that are being sold online for soccer clubs are going very, very price worthy. Those are the correct prices I see on, and you'll see that at the end of this. So keep it here. But fans will not buy shirts if they feel that they're being gouged. That's a basic. Now, a couple of other things. Blackhand writes, Canada soccer gear, kit, jerseys are also basic. Nothing cool, nothing unique or attractive. It's just blah. The logo is lame and the designs are half-assed. Hope they get a new brand on board that can do better than the stuff out there now. Need better shirts, jerseys, track pants, track jackets, hoodies, etc. The whole 9 yards. Needs a big overhaul. Another guy, and at that point, they need to be made in Canada by a Canadian company. I love that. I love that. Sumas Flats says everything needs to be made in Canada. Absolutely. Now, the prices that Soccer Canada has on the websites, I wouldn't mind paying those prices if indeed the shirts and the apparel was made here in Canada. There's no reason why some company should not take the lead and start marching up to Soccer Canada and saying, hey, your Soccer Canada store let you down terribly. We can fill that gap, we can make it work, and we can please the fans. Someone needs to step up. So any apparel store out there, you never had a better chance to jump in and get the shirts made and fulfill a contract that Canada Soccer Store seems unable to do. Furthermore, Fanatics is a pretty cheap stuff. I hope Nike gets dropped as the sponsor and we pick a local brand, or at least Macron. Everyone wants Nike or Adidas, but they're the worst for design and service. That comes in from Frats13. I can't argue. I really can't argue. So, he was saying, basically unattractive. We need a better brand so we can get better gear. We need made in Canada for those prices. It's Soccer Store, the Canadian Soccer Store, Canada Soccer Store. Guy also writes terrible service. And I add to that. It's terrible service, and sales experts with soccer market vision need to be employed. Don't just hire anybody in sales. If you don't know what the market's doing and you don't understand the soccer market, you're about as good as an ashtray on a motorbike. You're absolutely useless. And finally, on that part of it, the fans deserve better. Absolutely, fans deserve better. A few more as we go along coming in. Do we know how long the Nike contract runs for? I'll tell you what, it hasn't got that long to run, and they're looking at re-signing. So hopefully someone jumps in there. Small thing, this is in from Mr. Myth, iMyth. Small thing, but for the Canadian men's national team jerseys, Jonathan David's name on the back just says David, when in reality, his jerseys have J. David. I know it's small, but when the jerseys say authentic player jerseys, or whatever they're called, it would be nice to get the actual right name on it. Laugh out loud. And finally here another one. Joaquin Dabassi. I was disappointed to see Fanatics was behind the jersey design initially 6 months ago, and their NHL jerseys are not that great either. So, authentic shirts, name not correct on the back. That's a big point. Then it's not authentic, is it? Canada Soccer, the fans deserve better. I hope someone can go in there and join in the sales team and make a massive difference, because there's a huge market in Canada for these sales, and if you really put one and one together, you're going to please the fans. You're going to have great fan base building. You'll have the fans wearing the team gear feeling fantastic, and the whole overall picture will be much better. 2 points. Drop your prices, Soccer Canada store. You're gouging the fans. That's what we're saying. And you better get people to merchandise this merchandise far better, because the merchandise is substandard. It's cheap, and you're charging the world for cheap gear. All people want is to look like Jonathan David in that picture that I'm just showing you right now. That's all people want. They just want to look like Jonathan David or one of the guys. So, Canada Soccer Store, supply it. That is your job. Nobody else. That's your job. So take a look at the UK soccer shop. You see 4 shirts there? Atletico Mineiro. That's a special edition shirt for $140. You've got the Chelsea home for $130. You got the Arsenal third shirt. The Arsenal third shirt is not a bad shirt. That's $123. And then finally, you've got the PSG Paris Saint-Germain for $154. Those are big clubs. You would expect to pay a little bit more for those teams. But even so, those are still very good prices. Take a look at World Soccer Shop now. You got the Etihad shirt, Man City there. You've got, and that's for $89. You got the Arsenal first shirt for $89. You got Real Madrid for $89. You got Barcelona for $89. $90 each shirt. Canada Soccer Store, take note of that. WorldSoccerShop.com seems to have the pricing right, seems to have better quality. I'll show you some of their quality soon, but they all have a bit of a problem. Most of these soccer suppliers with apparel, which is your shirts, your pants, your track pants, etc., etc. I'm saying this. If you manufactured in your own country, you probably would have better quality. I'm going to show you some stuff now that we purchased here at the Ultimate Soccer Show online recently to make this point. Check out these right now, and I'm going to show you up front and personal. I'm also going to show you how good or how bad some of the stuff is. So, Canada Soccer Store, you might want to chase down who your supplier is and make sure you got your finger on the pulse so there's no more lacking in supply or lacking in standard, because nobody wants a cheap shirt with a crooked logo. Get it? Now, check out some of this. Okay guys, here's the blue Manchester United shirt we bought online. It's as good as it looks. It is a lovely shirt. The team viewer, the badge, the Adidas badge, and the decaling across the shoulders, as well as the collar on the side, is very good, as well as the sash underneath, the yellow sash, and it has the tapered bottom. But that was worth the money spent. As for the AOP pants, well, check closely into the seam. That's the first thing you pick up. That seam doesn't line up. This is Manchester United gear. It doesn't line up. That's the front of the United AOP pants. But look at that middle seam there. Doesn't even join up, does it? Let's go take a closer look. That's the front. It's supposed to join up. It's supposed to zig and zag across. So again, be careful what you buy. Not everything's perfect when you buy it online. And it's not just Canada Soccer Store that's not getting it right. It's the other soccer stores as well. So be aware and be buyer beware of what you're getting into. Okay guys, now looking at the United hoodie. Let's get in closer. The stitching along the sides, the 3 stripes both ways, is pretty good. The Adidas stitched in, very nice. The badge, stitched on, very nice. It's not exactly straight, but it's not that bad. But I'm going to draw your attention to this seam here. Can you see how crooked that seam is there? And it doesn't even match up there. Okay? You see that? Buyer beware. Okay guys, there you go. Some merchandise that we brought, and you can see the defects, especially that seam there. That was bad. The seams here. But that yellow and blue shirt was absolutely fantastic, no doubt about it. Beautiful shirt, great quality. The other two, not the great same quality as the shirt. However, it's not until you look up real close. But that seam right there, that's not good enough. That is a complaint. And Man United are putting their name behind stuff like this. So Team Canada, Canada fans, hey, a lot of people are not getting it right. But buyer beware. And now you've got some more information on what's going on east to west on the country, that people are not happy with what's going on with not getting their shirt, or shirt not being great, or the logo being like off center, like that is not exactly straight. So I hope it gives you some insight as to what is on the market, how much they're getting wrong, how much they charge you over the top. And Canada Soccer Store, bring your prices down, you'll sell more shirts. Cakes sell better when they're priced fairer. Okay guys, enjoy the day, and next show coming up is going to be about Canadian soccer players abroad, and we're looking for some trades coming in fast. I've got my eye on a few players, won't tell you who, but keep it here, and have a great new year right across the country. Thanks Canada.
This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.